Well, as many of you who drive the streets already know, it seems potholes are taking over Spokane streets. The city says this winter is extraordinary, and it's trying new techniques to combat the problem. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Nadine Woodward. KXOI4's Grace Ditzler is working for you. She's live at 6th and Freya, where crews, well, they've tried some new ways of filling those potholes, and there are a lot of them there, Grace.
Right, Nadine, I'm here on Freya, kind of near the Fred Meyer, and city crews are working on new techniques along with that temporary cold mix they usually use to fill potholes. They're now using this product. It's a polymer-based material that's usually used to repair bridge decks. The city says a long-term solution to pothole repair is the city's ongoing work to reconstruct roads during the summer. Improved roads are less likely to fall victims to potholes. The immediate problem is to fix the city's potholes fast.
And it is an extraordinary year. Wettest October in decades, coldest January in decades, and those two pieces together.
But there's only so much city crews can do during these weather conditions. Much of the long-term work comes in the summer.
These are just short-term fixes, but many of the streets, the city knows that they need a full repair. They're on our 6-year street program list.
The city says based on the severity of the potholes, many roads already slated for repair may be moved up.
Know that most of the streets you see out there that have these challenges, we were already aware that these streets needed to be repaired. They're on our 6-year street program, and we'll be moving them around, moving some of them up on the list to get those repaired starting this summer.
The city says on streets that were recently redone, potholes are not much of an issue.
Drive on one of the ones that's been redone in the last 2 years. I think you'll find that it's held up really well.
Mayor David Condon says there's more money to put towards streets than in past years, thanks to a past street levy, and utilizing resources across different departments to tackle streets improvement in a more holistic way.
You've heard us talk a lot about the linked initiative in the construction of our streets, of looking across all the different divisions and departments.
This year, the city has planned its largest construction year ever.
I think what you'll see in the coming years ahead is a continued emphasis on capital and maintenance, and those maintenance dollars are being more smartly spent.
The city says new technology is enabling them to track potholes and other issues within the streets. That data helps them decide which streets need to be repaired first. The mayor says with this past street levy, the city can now better address long-term solutions for our streets. Reporting live in East Spokane tonight, Grace Ditzler, KXOI4 News.
All right, thank you, Grace.